Football has given us legendary goals, unforgettable finals, and moments of pure genius. But today, we're celebrating the other side of the beautiful game, the side that makes you laugh until your stomach hurts. From goalkeepers who forgot how feet work, to animals who decided they deserved a spot on the pitch, these are the funniest and most ridiculous moments in soccer history. I've seen bad back passes before, but Michael Roche just invented a whole new category of disaster. The ball literally curved 90 degrees into his own net like it had GPS coordinates for embarrassment. And then there's Loris Karius in the Champions League final. He rolls the ball directly into Benzema's foot, then later lets a long-range shot slip through his hands. 2 mistakes, 1 final, 0 places to hide. The whole world was watching. Goalkeeper Khalid Askri saves a penalty and immediately turns to celebrate with the fans. Beautiful moment, right? Except the ball was spinning backward into his net the entire time. The premature celebration heard around the world. Speaking of keepers who forgot the basics, remember when René Higuita decided to dribble past Roger Müller at the halfway line during the 1990 World Cup? Müller took the ball and scored into an empty net. Higuita was a genius, until he wasn't. Now, I have a question for you. Have you ever been bitten by a pine marten on live television? Loris Benito has. The little creature invaded the pitch in Switzerland, and Benito tried to be the hero and catch it. The pine marten had other plans, bit him right on the hand. The help was more dangerous than the animal. A dog ran onto the pitch during a match in Argentina and literally saved a goal, deflected the ball away from the net with better positioning than most professional defenders. I think he deserves man of the match. In one of the pettiest moments in Champions League history, Barcelona turned on the stadium sprinklers while Inter Milan was celebrating their victory on the pitch. If you can't beat them, soak them. A cat casually walked onto the pitch during Besiktas versus Bayern Munich in the Champions League. The referee had to pause the match. The cat didn't care. It just vibed on the wing like it owned the stadium. Daniel Van Buyten goes to kick the ball and it literally explodes on impact. Deflated, dead, gone. The man kicked the life out of a football. Literally. And then there's the stretcher bearers in Greece who arrived to help an injured player, lost their balance, and dropped him. Twice. At that point, just crawl off the pitch yourself, man. It's safer. Choupo Moting did the impossible. His teammate's shot was going in, the ball was crossing the line, and he touched it. He stopped it, on the goal line, for the wrong team. Mbappe's reaction said everything words could not. A shot from Darren Bent hit a beach ball that a fan had thrown onto the pitch, and the deflection sent the real ball past Pepe Reina into the net. Sunderland versus Liverpool, 2009. The goal stood. The beach ball got an assist. Simone Zaza was brought on specifically for the penalty shootout at Euro 2016. He did this bizarre tiptoe, high knees dancing run-up, and then blasted the ball into the upper atmosphere. Italy lost. The internet won. Chris Brass tried to clear the ball off the line. He kicked it so hard that it bounced off his own teammate's face and into the net. He scored an own goal and broke his teammate's nose in a single motion. 2-for-1 deal nobody asked for. The Robert Pires and Thierry Henry passed penalty. They were the best duo in the Premier League. They tried a clever penalty where Pires would roll it to Henry. They fumbled it. The defender cleared. The 2 best players in England looked like they'd never met before. David Dunn tried a Rabona pass in a derby match, tripped over his own legs, fell flat on his face. The ultimate trying to be cool fail, and it happened on live television in front of millions. Which one of these moments would you least want to happen to you on a football pitch? Drop your answer in the comments. After being called too old by his own manager, Samuel Eto'o scored and celebrated by holding his back like a grandpa with a walking cane. Perfect revenge. Perfect comedy. Petty level. Legendary. Anderson Lopez scored a beautiful goal in Japan, jumped over a sponsor board to celebrate with the fans, and completely disappeared. There was a hidden 10-foot concrete drop on the other side. He vanished like a magic trick. Poof. Gone. Louis van Gaal, in a full suit, threw himself onto the touchline in a dramatic flop to mock the opponent's diving. A grown man, in a suit, flat on his back, on the sideline of a Premier League match. Coaching is a performance art. The entire Stjarnan FC team from Iceland performs choreographed celebrations after every goal. In this one, a player pretends to be a fish, and his teammate reels him in. The commitment to the bit is honestly inspirational. Paul Gascoigne found a yellow card that the referee had dropped and decided to book the referee himself. The ref didn't find it funny, booked Gascoigne for real. worth it. Francesco Totti scored in the Rome derby, then pulled out a phone and took a selfie on the pitch. At 38 years old, in the biggest derby in Italy, the coolest man alive, confirmed. Milad Mohammadi tried a somersault throw-in at the 2018 World Cup, Iran versus Spain, the biggest stage imaginable. He messed it up, had to restart. The build-up was intense. The execution was zero. Two Hull City players tried an overhead kick on the same ball at the same time. They collided mid-air like an anime scene gone wrong. Captain Tsubasa would be proud and confused at the same time. Dion Dublin hid directly behind goalkeeper Shay Given, waited for him to kick the ball out, and it bounced straight off Dublin's back into the net, a goal by pure ninja positioning. Given never saw him. Nobody saw him. Except the ball. Thomas Müller intentionally tripped over himself during a Germany free kick routine at the 2014 World Cup, trying to distract the defense. It looked like a total accident. It was planned, and it still failed. Classic Müller. Harry Kane steps up for a penalty, plants his foot, and the actual turf pops up under him, launching the ball vertically into orbit. A glitch in the matrix. The pitch itself said no. During a halftime show at Stamford Bridge, a toddler dribbled the entire length of the pitch while the crowd roared. The goalkeeper dove dramatically but failed to save it. 55,000 people celebrating a 3-year-old like he just won the Champions League. In a heavy snow match, a goalkeeper got so bored that he built a tiny snowman in his goal while the ball was at the other end. Just a man, his gloves, and a snowman. Peak goalkeeping content. Lorenzo Insigne, one of Italy's greatest players, standing at about 5'4", always got paired with the tallest mascot kid during national anthems. The height difference was comical every single time, and he never once complained. A referee reached into his pocket to give a yellow card and found nothing. Empty pocket. He had to run to the sideline to get his cards while the player just stood there waiting to be booked. The most patient disciplinary action in football history. Scotland once kicked off a World Cup qualifier against Estonia. The problem? Estonia wasn't there. The fog was so thick they couldn't see the other half of the pitch, and Estonia refused to play. So Scotland kicked off anyway, against nobody. A one-team football match. Arsene Wenger got sent to the stands at Old Trafford and genuinely had no idea where to go. He stood among the rival fans with his arms out like a confused statue, while Manchester United supporters mocked him, the loneliest man in football. And finally, 3 moments in a sequence that hit the post, from inside the 6-yard box, with an open goal. 3 times. The odds of this happening are statistically impossible, yet here we are. Football is the cruelest sport on earth, and this is the evidence. A fan ran onto the pitch during West Ham versus Tottenham, received a cross, and finished it into the net. His technique was actually decent. The look on the players' faces was pure confusion. Security eventually caught up. But the goal? That lives forever. These are some of the funniest and most ridiculous moments the beautiful game has ever given us. Which one made you laugh the hardest? Drop it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another compilation. See you in the next one.